I am sure that you have already written out all of the goals that you're going to try to achieve this 2025. And if not, what are you doing? It's February right now. But I hate to say it, and I hate to be the one to tell you this, but you're not going to achieve any one of your goals. And that's because of this one thing. You're still being the same person. You're still being the same you of 2024. You want to achieve all of these things that you have written out. Maybe it's building a YouTube channel, maybe it's getting good grades, maybe it's getting into shape, but you're still thinking in the same way you were thinking in 2024. You're still the same person. So this concept came to me the other day when I was working with one of my friends, and he told me, well, Ivan, in this year, 2025, I want to get in shape. I want to go to the gym. I want to lose fat. And I told him, well, you need to do this, you need to do this, and this, and this. And he told me, well, what are you telling me? When I go to parties, I can't drink anymore? And I said, like, yes, of course. That was a part of yourself that you need to leave behind. But he said, oh, but that's the thing that I do when I go to parties. I drink. And I said to him, well, if you keep drinking, you're going to still have the same physique, or if not worse. Like, if you want to achieve different results, you need to do different things. Like, that's very obvious. You can't expect a different result when you are keep doing the same thing over and over again. And the thing is that when you are still being the same person in this new year, in this 2025, but you just try to add new habits, like maybe I will try to work out, I will try to eat healthier. So maybe you will last a day or a week while eating just salads or just working out like 2 times per week, something like that, which is still far better than doing nothing. But that is not going to get you to the new level. You are trying to be the Ivan 1. You are right now the Ivan 1.0, and I try to be like the Ivan that is able to post 3 videos every single week. It's not going to happen if I don't become Ivan 2.0. Ivan 3.0. If I'm still stuck in Ivan 1.0, I am not going to achieve the results that Ivan 2.0 is going to have, because I'm still being the same person. What do I mean by this? Ivan 1.0 is the kind of person who doesn't prioritize his YouTube channel that much. He just posts whenever he wants. And if I want to become Ivan 2.0, the kind of person who is able to post 3 videos every single week, I need to kill that old version of myself. Because what got you to the point where you are right now is not going to get you to the point that is next. It is not simply not. Let's say that you are the kind of person who fails every single class. If you get zeros in every single exam, but then before the exam you go and study for half an hour, maybe you get a 3. It's a 3-point difference. But if you would want to get a 6, which is another 3 points difference, it wouldn't work if you just study for 1 hour before the exam. That's not how things work. You will try to go and study more. Maybe you need to study 2 days before that exam for 3 hours a day, and then you will get that 6. That's exactly how things work. What got you to a point where you are right now won't get you to the next one. And progress in life is exponential. It's like the Pareto rule, the 80-20 rule. 80% of the effort will get you, no, 20% of the effort will get you 80% of the result, which is like the graph is going like this. But once you have gotten to that point where you're regularly fairly good at that skill that you're trying to perfect, it is going to take exponentially more effort in order to grow further and further and further. And that space, that 20% space, is where people are going to just become better and better and better. That's the competition that you need to fight for. Those are the people who are the most consistent, the most hardworking, the most disciplined, and that's the place where you need to fight for your spot in order to shine. And that was something that I realized a couple of months ago when I was trying to date this girl that in my standards she was pretty high value. She came from a wealthy family, she was very well mannered, she was beautiful, she like everything, the whole nine. And I consider myself a pretty above average in all areas of life. But then I saw that my competitors, the guys who were trying to pursue her as well, they all had the same characteristics that I thought of myself to be above average in. And that was when I realized that I am not comparing myself to the 80% anymore. I am comparing myself to that 20% of people who already have all the characteristics that I have. Like, I consider myself someone who is very well-spoken, very charismatic. They are well-spoken and charismatic as well. If I'm in shape, they are in shape as well. If I have a little bit of money, they have even more. Like, you are not comparing yourself to normal people anymore. You are not comparing yourself to the 80% anymore. You have to look at the 2.0, at the Ivan 2.0. That is the kind of people who you are comparing yourself with. Because if you compare yourself in your 2.0 state to the 1.0 of other people, yes, of course you're going to feel well, because you are in another level. But if you are a Ivan 2.0, you need to compare yourself with other people who are on the same circle as you. And that is exactly when you are playing a fair game. You cannot play a fair game if you are still stuck in the past. You need to kill that old version of yourself and become the 2.0 version, the 3.0. And that is exactly how you're going to make progress and achieve every single one of your dreams, by becoming the person who deserves to have those things that you are asking for. If you're asking for a high value woman who will cherish you and who will adore you, you need to become the person who deserves to be adored by, who deserves to be loved by. If you want to have a Mercedes parked in your garage, you need to be the person who deserves to be paid the amount of money that requires in order for you to go out and buy that car. You need to become the person who deserves to have those things that you are asking for in order for them to be in your life. And as always, stay patient because your prophecy is unfolding. I'll see you on the next one. I love you so much. Mwah.